What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. It's a new case, so everything in this video is alleged. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. When we first meet someone who we are feeling and the vibes are just right, most are not thinking about the future. We are just enjoying the moment. As grown adults, eventually, if the chemistry is right, then you and that person will be intimate. Once we choose to lay down with a person, for some, the connection grows stronger. And depending how strong, some people rock with each other enough, they choose not to take precautions and have a baby. Bringing a child into this world can be a beautiful thing. Someone that loves both of y'all unconditionally. And for some couples, they might even feel a baby will bring them closer. But we all know that's a misconception. Raising kids is hard, and sometimes it can even draw a wedge in a relationship. Now instead of date nights, it's nights of changing diapers, making bottles, and days of hard work to provide. And for a lot of people, that spark goes out, and they choose to separate and just co-parent. But that's when the journey really begins. Now y'all have to determine who will be the custodial parent, the one the child will live with, who will have visitation, and who will pay child support, and how much. While some are mature enough to handle those conversations themselves, others go through the court system. Now that love y'all once had for each other turns into anger, sometimes even hate. As y'all are both in battle mode, it affects the kids the most, who just want to love and see both mommy and daddy. But an already tricky situation can get crazier when one or both parents move on with other partners. Now, while some keep their partner out their business with their child's parent, others welcome their input, telling them everything, even making it seem one-sided, like they are always in the right. And depending on the circumstances, a co-parenting relationship can take a fatal turn. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to discuss the recent case of a woman who told her boyfriend to handle her baby father over child support. Just last month, 29-year-old Anthony Wesley Jr. was navigating life in BR. Nicknamed AJ by family and friends, Anthony was described as a genuine person who always was there for his family, but more importantly, he was a father who wanted the best for his kids. Anthony shared children with his baby mother, 29-year-old Hope Jackson. The two had split years prior and went their separate ways, but they tried their best to co-parent. Hope had custody of the kids, and Anthony would often come by, get them, and spend time with them at his apartment with his girlfriend who he lived with. But his relationship didn't faze Hope, because she also was in a new relationship with a 32-year-old man named Riddick Franklin. Everybody seemed cordial, but somewhere in the mix, Anthony felt it would be best for him to have full custody of the kids. He went to the courthouse, filed a petition for custody, visitation, and child support. It's not clear why he felt the kids would be better off with him or what exactly Hope had going on, but this made her furious. She would often call Anthony, and the two would have disagreements about the up-and-coming court proceedings. Then she would vent to Riddick about the situation with her baby father, telling him her child support payments from Anthony were not being processed, as it seemed they had been paused pending the court hearing. Riddick would listen to his girl, but Hope started allegedly throwing things out there, like we need him out the way. If he take my kids, I lose everything. At first, thinking she was just talking crazy, Riddick paid it no mind, but Hope kept texting his phone as the court date was approaching, saying the window of opportunity is closing. We need him OV'd. Street terms for out the way or over with. On March 22nd of this year, It was early in the morning at the Jefferson Lakes Apartments where Anthony lived at with his girlfriend. When he pulled up and got out the car, shots went off. Multiple residents, including his girlfriend, who witnessed the shooting from the apartment, called police, who responded to the scene to find Anthony suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and unfortunately, he would be pronounced gone at the scene. At first, police had no leads or suspects until they saw cameras in the complex. The cameras caught the whole incident. They showed Anthony arriving home, getting out of his car when the gunman approached, shot him from behind, and as he fell, stood over the man. Detectives were also able to see a Dodge Ram fleeing the area, and the cameras caught the license plate. As they ran the tags through the database, the vehicle came back registered to Riddick. Not long after, a traffic stop was conducted on the vehicle. Riddick was driving at the time. He was taken in for questioning. While at the station, police got a warrant to search his home. Inside, they found the handgun and the same clothes the shooter had on the day of the hit. But during the interview, surprisingly, Riddick would be straightforward. He told detectives Anthony was his girlfriend's baby father, and he did drive to his house that morning, and in his words, to make peace. But he stated things got crazy as he tried to talk to Anthony, so instead, he just shot. But from the video, police already knew it was an ambush, not a conversation. But they let Riddick keep talking before he said something that caught their attention. Hope and Anthony had an up-and-coming custody hearing. As a search of Riddick's phone records came back, text messages would expose the whole situation. They found all the messages between him and Hope about her venting about her baby father, Anthony, and getting him out the way, and her asking him, "Will you do this for me? I need him gone before I lose everything." Along with his confession, that was the smoking gun. Now police had a motive. Riddick was charged with second-degree hit and weapon violations. Not long after, with the text messages revealing she was the mastermind, Hope was also picked up as well, charged with second-degree hit. Anthony's girlfriend spoke out about the shock of the whole situation, how good of a man he was. She stated she had finally found her person. All he wanted to do was build a stable life for him and his kids. She spoke on what she saw that morning and how helpless she was watching the love of her life get gunned down. She stated she could still see the images in her head and couldn't believe his children's mother would take it this far. Hope and Riddick are both awaiting their day in court since this case is new. Rest in peace to Anthony. I send my prayers and condolences to his family, definitely his kids and his girlfriend who had to witness that. In Hope's case, that was cruddy, cold-blooded, snaked out, everything you want to call it. You would allegedly get rid of your children's father rather than go to court and fight. That lets me know something was off about the situation. And she felt Anthony could possibly win the case and she didn't want to pay. But it's always about what's best for the kids. Now you made the situation 10 times worse. Took their father from them, and now you are fighting for your freedom also away from them. In my opinion, Riddick is the worst type of man, an inner tube. The type you can pump up with hot air and send on a dummy mission. If Shorty would have came to me like that about her baby father, I would have told her, "Baby girl, I don't know what type of time you on, but you geeking." That would have made me question her whole character. If you would do that to your baby father, you definitely will do that to me. And no matter how in love I was with her, she would have never heard from me again. Now you threw your whole life away. But I'm definitely curious on what y'all think about this one, fam. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions about the situation in the comments. And remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, this is a super crazy story. Rest in peace, that man. I definitely send my prayers to his family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all leave it in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. It's another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.